Hi everyone. So it's Halloween time again. So every Halloween I like to play a game called Atmosfear. It's a DVD board game. So yeah, you have like a normal board game, which I'll show you in a minute. And the game is controlled by a character called the Gatekeeper, who's on your screen. So it could be on your computer screen or on your TV screen. And he's in charge of the game, and you have to do what he tells you to do. And the original game, the original board game came out in 1991, and it was actually a VHS board game. So you play the VHS video of the Gatekeeper. The 2004 game it's the same game as the 1991 game, but on DVD, not VHS. So for the original game in 1991, I remember after going to the pub with some friends, sometimes would go back to my parents' house. This is when I was 19, and so after having a few beers, we would go back to my parents' house and we would play this game late at night. So 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning. And it was a little bit scary actually, maybe because the room was dark and we had this big screen with this scary Gatekeeper character on the screen. So I remember doing that when I was 19, and that was quite fun. So I think ever since then, when it's Halloween, I like to play this game with friends. There is also a 2019 version of the game. Instead of having a DVD, you have a smartphone app. So the Gatekeeper is on your phone screen. The DVD game is randomized, which means that every time you play, it's a little bit different, which I think also makes it more interesting. The game I'm going to talk about today, as I said, is the 2004 DVD board game. You can play one of the following 6 characters. So you have Anne de Chantraine, who is a witch. That's the orange character. Next up, you have Baron Samedi, the green character, who is a zombie. Then you have the red character, who's Countess Elizabeth Bathory, who is a vampire. Then you have Gavorden, the blue character, who is a werewolf. Then you have the purple character, that is Helen, and that's a poltergeist. Poltergeist. How do you pronounce that? Anyway, a kind of ghost. And then finally you have Khufu, who is a mummy. That's the yellow character. So you choose to play one of those characters. I think you need at least 3 people to play, and then you have 6 maximum, but it's better with 6 people. The more you have playing, the better. Today, I don't have any friends with me, so it's just me talking about the game, I'm afraid. So I'm just going to talk very generally about the 2004 DVD board game. Really, you have to, the Gatekeeper, you have to do everything he says on the screen, and you have a time limit of 49 minutes to play the game. And you have to collect 6 keys in your colour, and then get to the centre of the board before the time runs out. And if you do that in less than 49 minutes, you've won the game. If time runs out, if you don't get to the centre of the board before the 49 minutes is finished, then the Gatekeeper wins and you've lost. All of you who are playing, you're all playing to beat the Gatekeeper, and there'll be one winner. Let's take a closer look at the board game. So this is Atmosfear, a DVD board game. Let's take a look inside. Okay, so that's the DVD. instructions. Okay, and the board. And inside you can see these are the main cards, two main cards. You've got time and fate, and you pick up these cards as you play the game. So it asks you to do things at certain times. And you have fate cards. These also tell you what to do. So if you pick up one of these, this one says, kinda lucky. If your number is 4, you may have 4 free turns. So, so you have things like that going on. Your character here, so if you chose Gavorden the werewolf, then this is your game piece, and you move this around the board. These are the keys, so this is the Well of Fears. This is where you put your biggest fear. So at the beginning of the game, you write your biggest fear here. So it could be, I'm afraid of spiders, for example. You write that here, and then you put it in here at the start of the game. Okay, let's set up the game board. We're ready to play now. You can see the keys are in the different colour zones, and you collect keys as you play. You've got special squares or special spaces around the board, so you can see this one is for the fate cards. This one, the clock, is for time, so you pick up these cards there. You're racing against time. You want to get to the centre here, and you can only go to the centre when you've collected 6 keys. When you get to the centre, open the Well of Fears, you choose a piece of paper. You win the game, you stop the video, you've won, you've beaten the gatekeeper. Okay, I'm just going to start the game. So you can...
The gatekeeper.
Here he is, here he is.
I am your worst nightmare. So, you've chosen to play my game, have you? At last, a new bunch of suckers.
You're playing the game, and this is going on in the background while you're playing the game.
Stop! Whose turn is it? Answer!
Yes, my gatekeeper.
You can have 2 free turns. Maybe it will help you stop being such a loser. Nah.
Okay, so this is what happens if you win.
You can't have beaten me. It's not possible. This is my game. I'm the winner. I'm just having a bad day. That's all. But now I know where I went wrong, and I won't make the same mistake again. Ready to try again?
Happy Halloween, everyone, and I'll see you on the next video.